Let me talk something good, something precious, something everybody needs these things. Let me talk about generosity. What is generosity, by the way? A generosity is the act of giving. You are not stingy. You are giving from inside you. It's your heart that instructed you to give. Let me talk about one bird, and this bird is called ravens. Did you look the life of ravens? A ravens, in the real sense, or in the real world, a ravens is only bird that can live long. If all the birds will going to die, ravens will survive because raven can eat even the plastic papers. And don't you ask yourself why? If you need God to use you in a great way, be sure to listen the sound of God. One day, ravens listen the sound of God. In First Kings chapter 17, ravens listen the sound of God. As the stingy as this bird is, listen the word, the sound of God, and feed the great servant of God, Elijah. When ravens feed this guy, he feed him in a full way. You say, in the morning they bring bread, but at night they bring meat. This means raven feed Elijah in a full way. And this is why, because of this, God will welcome ravens in every occasion, in every celebration. God will welcome the ravens. You're going to see ravens there in every celebration. Why? Because one day he listened the sound of God. He feed the servant of God. Feeding the servant of God will make God to make you to sit with kings, to eat with kings. Look the life of ravens. Ravens is the only bird that can live long because one day he did listen. He listened the sound of God and he feed the servant of God. This is why you see everywhere you go in a celebration, you will see ravens there celebrating with you. You didn't welcome them. You didn't invite them. But God of heaven, who sees inside the heart, is the one who welcome them in this kind of occasion. Ravens will going to eat in high tables. You're going to see them searching a precious food and eating that food. Why? Because the God of heaven is the one who welcomes them. Be generous. Do your generous thing in your inside. This make your heart to be generous. Do everything in heart. When you like to give somebody something, please don't discuss with anybody because this is the matter of the heart. Don't pray to give somebody because even Jesus Christ told us we must have the poor people in all over our lives. Do you are generous? Don't you know where God made that child of your neighbor to be sent for the fees? He like to test you, your generosity. Don't you know what God make you to know that your neighbor are slave without food? God like to know your generosity. Don't you know where God has exalt you or lift you up to this glory? God like to know your generosity. Learn how to give others. And God of heaven will teach others how to give you. I'm telling you, you learn how to give others, and the God of heaven will teach others how to give you. You are just the best. You are just the best. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, you tell others about my channel, and you are just the best. And remember to be generous, and remember to give without any discussion. When you like to give somebody, don't give those who are good. Also give your enemy. Surprise them. Surprise everybody. Give your relative. Because also the Bible says in Proverbs chapter 19 verse 20, help your relatives and they will protect you like a strong wall. You are just as a boss.